I'm Jim. Nice to meet you. I'm Jim. Nice to meet you. I'm Jim. Nice to meet you too.
My name is Susie. This is Michaela and John. In a few minutes, tell me about yourself.
All right. Well, at this time, I'm 22 years old. I graduated from Three Rivers with a bachelor's degree in business, and at the same exact time, I went to Norwich Technical High School and took plumbing apprenticeships there, where I also got my license. In my free time, I enjoy fishing, hiking, and hanging out with friends.
How do you handle stress and pressure?
I like to say I handle stress and pressure pretty well. I like to find outlets outside to handle it, whether it's coping with friends or socializing with people in general about the same topics.
Describe a difficult situation and how you overcame it.
A difficult situation with a past job that I had was actually a guest telling me I basically don't know exactly what I'm doing and that I'm not qualified for anything. I handled it pretty well, I feel like. I discussed it with my peer and said don't worry about it. Basically, they don't know the exact amount of training that you have to really go through to have the job. Would entail over 20 hours of actual training, taking classes to just have the basic minimum paying job.
What do you feel are your strengths and weaknesses?
One of my strengths, I say, is definitely being hardworking and a personal person, whether it's on or off the job. So if you give me a task, I'm going to try to perform that task as fast and as efficient as possible without it being sloppy. One of my weaknesses is that I do feel to have, I won't say embarrassment per se, if past job working experience, if says I work at the cash register and for some reason the cash register didn't work properly, I kind of felt embarrassed because of that. The tools of my job that I'm supposed to be reliable for weren't working to please the guests, and made them kind of get upset in a way, so they gave a little bit of attitude that wasn't really called for, stuff like that.
What motivates you?
One thing that motivates me is definitely success, to see that the task I was given was completed at 100% with all effort, and that it looked very well in the end.
What interests you about this job?
One thing that does interest me about this job is the simple fact that how everything works and such, with plumbing, what system of pipes would work best, whether it be lead, PEX, stuff like that. What best be provided for the customer.
What important skills do you feel a plumber should have?
Some important skills I do feel a plumber should have is definitely while working under pressure, being very personable, a very easygoing person that is hardworking, because with most of the times you are going to major businesses, yes, but if you're a small local business, you're going to people's homes who are then entrusting you that hey, in the middle of the night, my pipe is going to break and water is not going to come flooding through my ceiling. And that half the time people are going to trust you that while they're at work, you're going over there to fix their job, that you're not going to take anything, stuff like that. So you have to be very personal.
How would you prioritize dealing with customers who all need help at the same time?
I would definitely prioritize it as if which one's a dire need and which one's can cause most damage. Say a water tank blew up per se, and their basement flooded. That's a little bit more of a major issue than a lady's having a trickle leak through her roof. I feel a person's basement that's flooding out with losing all their possessions in the basement is definitely more of a worry than say a little leakage through a roof.
Describe a time where you had to work as a team.
One time where I had to work as a team was putting up shelving throughout the past job at Target. We had to set up a whole all the end caps of the aisles, and a lot of the boxes were 50, 60 plus pounds, and a lot of them required at least two people with balancing, making sure everything was set up correctly, leveled, everything else like that.
What do you feel is going to be the hardest part about this job?
One of the stuff I feel is going to be the hardest part about this job is going to be customer service, due to the fact that people don't realize how expensive plumbing actually is and how much the parts cost to do it, let alone the labor. It's a very specific field that requires a lot of licensing, so you don't want to get underpaid for what you're doing.
And do you have any questions for me?
What do you enjoy about this job?
I enjoy the hours of just working with people.
And what can I do at this company to help me succeed better?
Be prepared, be very personable, and be hardworking.
Thank you.
Thank you.